Warning: do not watch this video if you plan to play Final Fantasy X and do not want spoilers. Auron is a key character in Final Fantasy X. To tell his story is to spoil the whole game. In this video I'm going to talk about Auron's story and show parts of it from the game to give the viewer a better understanding of his character. So besides looking like a total badass with a giant sword and shades, how strong is he? As we can see, he is overpowering a demigod with one hand. Okay, so a demigod doesn't impress you? What about the god of the dead?
This is my story, and you're not part of it.
Did you forget who you're talking to? I am the Lord of the Dead!
No wonder no one wants to die.
Okay, we get it. He's powerful. But can he do anything athletic? Is he just a brute with a giant sword? Do you need to be athletic to stay up for snowboarding? What about this? What about to play baseball? But he carries a jug of booze on him all times. Does that mean he's just a drunkard? Why else would he carry it around?
No one truly believes that I, a fallen summoner wed to an Al Bhed, could possibly defeat sin. This is what they say.
So who was Auron before he became the guardian of Braska? From what we are told and shown of his past, he was a warrior monk, which make up a holy army tasked with protecting the Maesters of Yevon. Maesters are the religious leaders of Spira, the planet from which Final Fantasy X takes place. There is only one Maester for each race. Besides that, they are to protect the temple in Bavel and to protect high-ranking priests. Auron was cast out because he refused the hand of a priestess. Because of this, his friend Kinak accepted Auron's role. Kinak went on to become the human Maester. Because of this, one can assume Auron would have become a Maester if he had married that priestess.
You know that promotion was meant for you. You were always the better one, even until the end.
Lord Braska, checked.
What do you want now?
Sin always comes back. It comes back after the calm, every time. The cycle will continue and your deaths will mean nothing. But there's always a chance it won't come back this time. It's worth trying.
I understand what you're saying, Auron. I'll find a way to break the cycle.
You have a plan? Checked?
Trust me, I'll think of something.
Why do they call him the legendary guardian, you might be asking yourself. It is because he is the guardian to High Summoner Braska, the summoner who defeated Sin 10 years ago. Auron hates being called the legendary guardian because the everlasting peace he and Braska had longed to bring to the world would only last for 10 years.
And the cycle went on.
Smallest heap of huts I ever seen.
After Unalesca fights Auron, he wills himself onward until he arrives outside of Bavel. He meets a Ronzo named Kamari and asks him to look after Braska's daughter, to bring her to Besaid village. By doing so, he kept his promise to Braska to take care of Yuna. Shortly after, he succumbs to his injuries and dies, but Auron had another promise to keep. Jet's son Titus needed to be looked after. And so Auron remained in the land of the living until he was able to find a way to Jet Sanarkand, so he could watch over and protect Titus. There, he looked after the boy for some 10 years, and kept his promise to Jet.
Listen good. take care of my son. My son in Zanarkand. He's such a crybaby. He needs someone there to hold his hand, see? Take care of him, will you?
But how am I supposed to go to Zanarkand?
Hey, you said it yourself. There must be a way to get there, right? You'll find it.
All right. I will. I give you my word. I'll take care of your son. I'll guard him with my life.
Thanks, Auron.
Auron is extremely loyal, honest, and principled. He is a man of few words, but when he speaks, those around would do well to pay heed. He is not one to just accept what he is told. He does what he thinks is right, even if it means turning his back on his own career and religion. Although Auron knew about the fake teachings of Yevon and that sin cannot be destroyed with the final summoning, he allowed Yuna and her friends to continue their journey, not because he wanted to let them go through with it, but instead he would take it upon himself to guide them to Yunalesca, the daughter of Yu Yevon, who created sin 1,000 years ago, to open their eyes to the truth. Once there, we would see how similar Auron and Titus really are. Although it is the group talking to Yunalesca, it is as though we are hearing Auron speak to her the first time, and the group witnesses his encounter through the fireflies, which trap and preserve people's thoughts, forever preserving them. Then Auron rallies his new friends together. He may have failed alone, but together, he and the rest of the group will defeat this evil once and for all. They only need to choose to live.
No! Where is the sense in all this? Braska believed in Yevon's teachings and died for them. Jekt believed in Braska and gave his life for him.
They chose to die because they had hope. Yevon's teachings and the final summoning give the people of Spira hope. Without hope, they would drown in their sorrow. Now choose. Who will be your faith? Who will be the one to renew Spira's hope?
Now! This is it! Now is the time to choose. Die and be free of pain, or live and fight your sorrow. Now is the time to shape your stories. Your fate is in your hands.
Don't stop.
But
It's all right. It's been long enough.
By defeating sin once and for all and bringing real peace to Spira, Auron has fulfilled every promise he made. He bids farewell to his new friends and is now able to accept his death and move on to the afterlife and be with his friends. With the ending of Auron's story, so too ends this video. I hope you found it informative and helped make him one of your favorite Final Fantasy characters.
I should thank you.
Not at all.
Fine.
I mean, sure, you could thank us a little.
You should say what you mean. I guess I could spare a few words. Thanks for meddling.
Hey, what's that mean?